Alright, hey everybody, and welcome back to the Kyber Cup. I'm Scott, and this is round 2 of Swiss. This match between Lobbler and Protoskull. Lobbler on the left, flying first order. We've got Quickdraw with Fanatical, so that when he's not shielded, he can turn a focus into a hit. Special Forces Gunner gives him 3 dice out the front, or can shoot out the front and back. Advanced Sensor, so he can do his action before he moves. Shield Upgrade, giving him more opportunities to use his ability. When he loses a shield, he can take a bonus attack. Scorch, with Fanatical. What is Scorch's ability? I think he takes a stress to roll an extra die. Yep. And Lieutenant Tavson, when he takes damage, he can perform an action. Spend a charge, of which he has 2, and they are recurring. Then we've got an Epsilon Squadron Cadet, just hanging out, getting in the way. On the right, we've got Protoskull with 3.5 horsemen. He's got Palob, great at controlling, can hand off his stress at the end of combat. Advanced Sensor, so he can do his action before he moves. Hull Upgrade to make him extra tough. Mist Hunter gives him a cannon slot and a white barrel roll. Got Palob, loves to steal focus tokens. The Moldy Crow title, he can keep those focus tokens, at least 2 of them, throughout the end phase and beyond. There's got to be a better way to say that. Captain Seevor, if you shoot him and he's not in your bullseye arc, or if he shoots you and he's still not in your bullseye arc, he can jam you, spending 1 charge to do so. Cartel Executioner with R5P8, 3 charges. When he's shooting you, he can reroll 1 dice by spending a charge. If it's crit, both of you take a crit. Whew. I think Pat is appreciating the Kyber Cup. Loves these Kyber crystals. Always talking about them. Let's get back to the action. Timo saying, can someone tell me why this list is called 4 Horsemen? It used to be, I think before the points change, it was 4 Horsemen, but it was... What was in that slot? There was something else besides the Key Magilla that got hit during the point change, and now I can't even remember. But had to get changed, and I think 3.5 Horsemen, because Cartel Executioner maybe doesn't hit quite as hard as the thing it replaced. I'll have to ask David Sutcliffe. Is that right? That's who made it? Was Cabal, that's right. Cabal, Quad, Palob, and Palob. So Seevor replaced the Quad, and Cabal got replaced by the Key Magilla. So yeah, if you want to be involved in the creation process of lists like 3.5 or 4 Horsemen, join that X-Wing Slack. Exclamation point Slack in the chat, just like Pat just did. So we see the scum brick down at the bottom, taking it slow, building up those Moldy Crow focuses. Top of the board, we've got Quickdraw. Looks like he's banking in a little bit. Maybe he's going to come through the rocks, or maybe he's going to take the long way around. Tavson's not going to have a great time with this. Oh, I couldn't see Epsilon Squadron there. I was a little worried about him. Thought he might have flown off the board early. But no, he's fine. He's just hugging that board edge. No reason to rush. You're not going to stop Palob from token stacking. In fact, he's already got his 2 focus, so don't even try. But this is an interesting way to keep Seevor behind. One thing that can be said about this list is it's a whole lot of dials. Keeping them together can take some doing. Ties like to move very fast, so what he's done is he's stacked Seevor behind Palob to ensure that Seevor doesn't get way out in front. Alright, 3 forward from Tavson. Where is the best place for Tavson to go? I mean, maybe he just keeps shooting up the board and then tries to turn in to engage the scum player somewhere in here. Cartel Executioner 3 forward. 2 forward from Palob. Interesting. Probably see another 2 forward out of Seevor. There it is. It's bumped. And a 1 forward out of Forlom. This is interesting. He hasn't continued that that formation. He's spread them out a little bit. Maybe he's looking to turn in with some of these. Take a longer route with others. Timo says the Four Horsemen is a collection of the ugliest ship in the game. That's not possible because the G1A is in it. And even if the model in TTS isn't great, it is one of the coolest ships in Star Wars. And I'll fight you if you say otherwise. Alright, Scorch. Maybe he's looking to turn in, blaze his own trail. All right. Yeah, I don't know about this. I mean, Scorch has plenty of opportunities to bank and catch up with the rest of the team. But yeah, this seems bad. You don't want to send him off alone. Quickdraw, definitely going for that long flank. I wonder if he's going to do something like a 3-bank, keep drawing it out, or if he's going to hard turn and give himself a through line here, a nice straight shot. Mar saying, we all know that the Ghost is the ugliest ship in the game. I wouldn't argue much with that. I really hate the Aggressor, the IG ship. I don't like it at all, but I understand if people like it. Actually, it looks like, according to this... There you go, 8-bit. Alright, Tavson continues to shoot forward, so he's definitely looking to flank as well. He's in no rush to go through these rocks. 64 minutes left, so these guys can do this all day long. Well, that's weird. You know what? Not a bad idea. If you're facing ships like Seevor, and Palob, and even Forlom, who have jam, go ahead and lock that rock. Hashtag lock that rock. Chad Vader says, Dengar's toilet seat is the ugliest. I don't like the cockpit, but I like the rest of it. I want to find a good cockpit mod to do to the punishing one. But otherwise, yeah, I like the look of that ship. 8-Bit asking if this is the system open jam rule. What would that be? The player doing the jam chooses the token, the type of token, so either a lock or a green token, and then the player receiving the jam, if he has multiple, he or she would then choose. Yeah. So this, it would matter if you come into an engagement and get jammed and this is all you have. So it could still, you know, it doesn't cost you anything. And if you happen to K-turn or something like that and then get jammed, which in that case, why would they jam you? Why not? Just do it. All right, quick draw with the bank 3. Yep, saw that coming. There's the focus. Ooh, Forlom turned in. Everybody else taking the long way around. I don't like this at all. This is not a list that does real well when ships go off on their own. He can probably see that Tavson's going to hard turn. He's going to end up here. There's no way Epsilon can get into the fight. You know what? Actually, this is an okay turn to try and engage quick draw. He might do like a 3-bank, stress himself, and then just dare quick draw to get close to him. R says the System Open Series ruling is that the jammer chooses everything, down to the specific token. Huh. Weird. Let's look up jam. Fun. Ship. After a jammed ship receives or gains a green. No. When a ship becomes jammed, the player whose effect caused the ship to gain the jam token chooses for the ship to either remove one of its green tokens or break one of its locks. So why would anybody rule that differently? It's a weird one. Did that ruling come from FFG or a venue? Is it ambiguously written? The person giving out the token chooses a type of token, and then the person receiving it chooses the specific token? It doesn't seem ambiguous to me. If you have an evade token and a focus token, and I jam you and tell you to remove a focus token, then I have chosen for you to remove one of your green tokens. Right, so I mean, previously, before the ruling that you're pointing out, I would say the person who assigned the jam token would say remove one of your green tokens, and then you would choose either focus or evade. But you're saying that's no longer the case because of a System Open Series ruling? Game at hand. Let's pay attention. Forlom. Oh, that would be pretty cool to see a 3-bank, but I wonder if that makes sense. He might just stop or barrel roll and stop. Alright, Executioner with a 3 hard. Ooh, does not hit that rock. That's nice. Gets him plenty of room to bank next turn, probably. One bank from Palob. Mars likes to take the entire video off on a tangent. It's fine. One hard from Seevor. Is he going to barrel roll to get him a better position? No, goes for a focus. There's the one hard from... What? What ship is this? Oh, that's Forlom. Alright. So he barrel rolls and then one hards. That's a weird one. So Scorch moves in, takes a focus, probably doesn't have any shots. Looks like it's just outside of range 3 of Forlom. And it's probably pretty obvious that he's going to bank in here next turn. Quickdraw moves up, takes an evade. Looks like he got coordinated from Tavson. Yeah. Two hits and a crit. This is from Quickdraw into Forlom. Gets 2 dice because it's obstructed. 1 evade and a blank. That's 2 shields. Forlom's got 2 left. Scorch. Probably going to take that stress. Yep, there it is. Gonna throw 3 dice, range 3, so Forlom will get to roll 2 evade dice. One hit and 1 focus, spends the focus token for 2. Forlom blanks out, takes both on the shields. Tavson looks for a shot, doesn't look like he's got anything. So it's on to Protoskull's Horseman. Didn't look like Seevor's got anything either. Forlom shooting, range 2, into Quickdraw. One crit and 2 focus. Probably going to spin that calculate, and he does for hit crit. Quickdraw gets 2 evades. And I think that's going to be the end of combat. Don't think Epsilon's going to get anything. Looking to hand that stress off from Forlom. And he does. Seevor probably not as concerned about the stress. This isn't a juke Seevor or anything like that, so tokens aren't really necessary. So Forlom took quite a beating, 4 damage that round, and didn't do anything in return. But he's got plenty of options here. You can stop, barrel roll before he stops. You can barrel roll forward and try and hard turn in. Quickdraw's facing a rock, so this is going to be an interesting turn. I think he's going to want to turn right and then maybe barrel roll. Good thing is he knows Seevor. Well, Seevor could hard turn even with that stress. Like I said, doesn't care too much about mods. Executioner, who do you want to go for? You know Scorch is moving away from you, so probably a bank in. Which means Seevor's probably going to do some kind of hard 3, hard 2. Mars says, Tavson could coordinate a barrel roll to Quickdraw. That's a good point. I'm the first person to forget about coordinate. Could see a barrel roll backwards from Quickdraw. Slow roll. Yeah, I think Forlom definitely going to go right. Doesn't want to get caught here between Scorch and Tavson and Quickdraw. I think he's going to come this direction. Maybe he'll barrel roll forward and then K-turn? 3K. I don't think you want to rely on Quickdraw ending up here, especially with that coordinate. Do you have a 4K on the G1A? Let's take a look. Alright. Yep. You got a 2. You got a 4. You got tons of great flavors of red maneuvers. Barrel forward and a 4K would be pretty spicy. You definitely get away from Scorch. Probably have your way with Quickdraw. Tavson, though. If Tavson's up here, give you a little love tap. Maybe you just barrel roll backwards and bank it. Nah, I think you want that stress. Oh, Timo saying, how does it happen that Forlom and Tavson forgot the most efficient card upgrade in the game? Jamming beams, yeah. We all made fun of Protoskull in the first game that he was on stream, that he forgot his jamming beam. I'll never let it down. Never live it down. In the first game he loses, we'll all be there to point out it's probably because he doesn't have a jamming beam. Man, wouldn't it be great to see a linked battery jamming beam? Alright, Epsilon moves up and focuses. Not going to be involved in this fight, probably. Tavson moves up slowly with a 1 forward, making sure he gets that action. Gonna coordinate. Oh, he's looking at a focus. No, he's gonna focus. He's got plans for Quickdraw. I wonder if he's gonna turn him. Ooh, looks like Tavson not going for the focus, goes for a target lock on Forlom. Just daring Forlom to stay anywhere in here. One bank from Cartel Executioner, makes sense. Does he get a bullseye arc? It doesn't matter. Well, Quickdraw hasn't moved yet anyway. Seevor goes 2 straight. Gets rid of that focus. Palob taking the slow way around. Goes for a 3rd focus for good measure. Forlom puts in a 4K. Gonna barrel roll. He's looking at right and backwards. He's definitely better at judging distances than I am. He knows this is at least 2 from the edge. Take from that what you will. He sees that Quickdraw did not barrel roll. Ooh, that is not as far as I thought he would go. That seems bad. This seems bad. This seems like it's really open to some kind of hard maneuver from Quickdraw. We'll see. Maybe Quickdraw opt to go in the middle. I don't know why he would do that. There's the 2 bank from Scorch. Gets rid of that stress for now. I'm sure it'll be back. Bit asking if that was the 4K. Sure was. Not a quick Forlom, but he barrel rolled backwards, so that pulled the 4K a little bit forward, unfortunately. Let's see what Quickdraw did. He did a 3 bank. Huh. Maybe he saw that stop maneuver coming, but this, even then, it seems like a 3 slight is bad. Oh. Quickdraw's got advanced sensors. Thank you, Sniper Boy in the chat. I keep hitting the wrong button. I need to hit Alt to look at cards. But no, that's a good point. Why bother with Tavson if you've got advanced sensors? I mean, maybe you'd love to be double modded. He could barrel roll forward. 3 bank. Just needs to make sure he's got enough room to... Well, he would take a stress. He's going to take a stress no matter what. Mars says maybe you'd like to rotate your turret. Yeah, that's a good point. I think he just needs to crash into Forlom. He's going to take that stress no matter what. Ooh. That's not the direction I thought he was going. Oh, that's all bad. Quickdraw loses a shield and can't shoot because he's on a rock. Oh, no. I definitely thought he went the other direction. Oh. Mars with the late bet. Doesn't like the way that's going. I'm going to close bets now. And now Forlom's going to be able to give him the stress and a nice 4 dice range 1 attack into the back that Quickdraw cannot reciprocate. Scorch is going to shoot into Seevor. Seevor is going to jam that focus away. Sniper says, am I streaming Sunday? Probably. Oh! Oh my god! 3 critical hits into Seevor. Seevor has no mods. He rolls 1 evade and 2 blanks. So he's taken 2 crits. Oh my. Weapons failure. That's not terrible. He doesn't have the best weapon anyway. And loose stabilizer. Wow, that's half points already. So loose stabilizer, I believe, is... You can't... Oh, after you execute a non-straight maneuver, suffer 1 damage. He doesn't mind going over this rock. He does mind being out of the fight for a long time. So this is Tavson into Forlom. 2 hits. Gonna spin that target lock. Oh, 3 hits and a crit. Forlom. Oh my goodness gracious. The horseman takes 2 hits and a crit. Let's see what those are. There's the 2 hits. Here's the crit. Console fire, and that's going to go off before he engages. Oh boy, 47-0 damage pouring into the scum here. Here comes console fire, doesn't go off. Luck's out on that one. Alright, now Forlom's going to take his range 1 shot into Quickdraw. 2 hits and a crit. Not bad. Quickdraw rolling 2 dice. Gets 1 evade. takes hit crit. That's 2 more shields. Here comes Seevor. 1 dice into Scorch. Make it count. Ooh, and it's a blank. Alright, probably the Cartel Executioner. He might just check the Hawk, but nope. I think he's going to go into Quickdraw. Seems like this is the best opportunity to put some damage in. Hit crit. He's going to R5 P8. Let's see, does he roll a crit? Could hurt them both. Doesn't. Rolls a focus, and he spins it for hit crit. There's an evade. Takes hit crit on Quickdraw. Last shield and a crit. And that is a direct hit. Quickdraw down to 1. Oop, there we go. Looks like Palob's got a range 3, probably obstructed shot. Ooh, he's got a side arc shot into Quickdraw. Quickdraw's got no mods. Palob's got 2 dice and a focus. He's gonna take it. 2 hits! Natties! Let's see, Quickdraw. Can you survive? Need 2 evades. He's got it! Wow! Nicely done. That was a brutal round for both players. And it does look to be complete, right? Yeah. Epsilon doesn't quite get that that arc. I need to put a limiter here so that I can yell more without peeking. Thank you, guys. Let's see if OBS has a limiter. Noise gate, noise suppression. We've already got suppression on. Compressor, there we go. Alright, we've got a compressor on there. I don't... We'll see how it works. It's at its default value. I'm a boom operator, alright? I don't deal with the software side. I put that microphone near that mouth, and I hope to capture them lines. Alright. Scorch, stressed. Probably going to want to relieve that. Hard turn, maybe a bank out of Epsilon Squadron Cadet. Probably doesn't want to face that rock, but he's going to face one or the other. Could go straight. Start peppering Palob. Did they stop the timer? Oh, looks like Protoskull dropped, so we'll pause the timer. Wait for him to come back. Connection issues happen. So while we wait on him to get back, let's take a look at this board. Seevor. Seevor's on his last legs, isn't he? Yeah, he's 1 hull, 2 crits. weapons failure, and lose stabilizer. So he's probably going to shoot forward, repair that card, and then hope that Epsilon Squadron Cadet doesn't show up to punish. I wonder if he could do a 5. It would stress him. I don't know that that's fast enough to get in this guy's way. He's not going to have mods anyway. It would just mean being out of the game potentially for another turn while you move straight again and repair your card. He's got 1 hull left, and doing a non-straight maneuver would kill him. So he can't not do a straight. It's just, does he want to move and repair, or move and try to potentially block? He could do a 4 and a barrel roll. Could see a barrel roll backwards from Forlom in a 1 hard turn, but man, you don't want to end up at range 1 of Tavson. We see Forlom did give that stress away to Quickdraw. So that probably changes what Quickdraw is going to do a little bit. I don't think the Scum team wants to deal with Tavson yet. Yeah, Sniper in the chat pointing out probably a roll left. I wonder if a roll left and then a 3 bank. Get him that stress again. That bump. Probably not. It's not a bad position. Might give you some rock cover. You'd have his corner up here. Timo saying, just dial in a 0 with Forlom and see where the shuttle moves. No, that seems terrible. Because if the shuttle goes 1 forward, you're just giving him an even closer, unobstructed shot. You definitely want to move this direction. Yeah. All right. Protoskull's heading back. Said he had a crash. It happens. Yeah, if you're Tavson, do you... I think you actually turn. Yeah, as long as you don't get in Scorch's way. As enticing a target as Forlom is, this just seems like 2 more turns of not being involved in the fight, and the fight's moving up and to the right, so it's even more turning around. I think you gotta take this time. I think you have a 1 hard, right? It's red. Maybe a 2. Mar says, I think you bet on Scorch and Quickdraw handling Forlom. I think so too. So it feels like Seevor is going to be out of the fight. Definitely. I mean, he has to. He has to go straight, so he's going to be somewhere up here. He could I mean, he could intentionally bump. I think a 2 still gets past, right? Because this is a medium base. So that doesn't help him. So I think he needs to shoot up here. Maybe a 4 and a barrel roll. Maybe a 5. Cartel Executioner. I think you won? Because you know Scorch has to do a 2-speed maneuver to relieve that stress, and he doesn't have a 1 bank or a 1 forward, right? So you go here, get in the way, get up there in front of Tavson, take your 5 dice shot from that guy. Let me give these guys the old whitelist. Automatically promotes them when they enter the game here. As soon as they gonna let these guys start this timer again, or I'm gonna do it. All right. Palob has not stolen any tokens this game either, so I think once we see things like the Epsilon Squadron Cadet and Scorch moving in, well, they'll probably just target lock, right? Not gonna matter too much. That's a nice thing about these. One of the nice things about these FOs, having that target lock. A shield and a target lock. Man, but I don't envy Protoskull having to start dealing with Tavson. Alright, looks like Palob's down, Executioner's down, there's Forlom. It's got to be the hardest, and man, what does he want to do with Seevor? He knows he's got to go straight. I'm going to put a crit token down. So that we can keep better track of this. Forlom's got console fire. I think that's the only crits, yeah. Alright. Cadet moves up, takes a focus. Looks like Tavson, 1 banks in. Not bad. Gives him a decent amount of coverage here. Ooh, Seevor dies. Yep. GG, Seevor. It's just unfortunate. I mean, you can see a player on a simulator after your computer crashes. You forget things. It's unfortunate, but put the crit token down. Try and remind, but things still slip your mind. All right, so Palob moves up, searching for that target lock. He knows he's got a shot at the Cadet, but he's putting one on Quickdraw just in case. Forlom, yep, puts in that 3-bank. Timo says a 0 from Forlom would be great here, but you can't risk, you can't know what Tavson would do. Ooh, so he just... Huh. He advanced sensors, flips console fire, and then bumps into Quickdraw. So he didn't complete his maneuver, which means he doesn't get his calculate. Quickdraw moves up with a 1-bank. Ooh, he's got the Cartel Executioner dead to rights, which is ironic because the Cartel Executioner has a ship ability called dead to rights. Scorch moves up. Did he fit? Did that bump? Yeah, he bumped. Bumped into the nubs, I think. Oh, just catches the nub. Yub nub. So Scorch and Tavson probably going to light Forlom up. It's the only shot Scorch has, so that's definitely happening. Quick draw. It doesn't look like there's any tokens for... Oh, Palob, yeah, Palob grabbed the Epsilon's focus. Quick draw shoots, hit crit into the Executioner, spins his target lock. Oh, Quick draw doing the double tap. Had a range 1 out the front and out the back. Nice, we get to see the Special Forces gunner. Oh, and Forlom takes a damage from the back arc of Quickdraw. Down to 2. Mars pointing out that Quickdraw's first bonus attack comes on 1 health. Yeah. Spicy. And that's a whole lot of nothing from Scorch? Yeah, so now Tavson will shoot. Range 2 obstructed? Yeah. Oh, he's not even going to take it. So Forlom will live. That's a weird decision. Maybe he wants to focus strip the Kimagila? So the Cartel Executioner took 1. Oh, that looked like a whole bunch of nothing. There's 2 hits. 3 hits, sorry. There's 1 down here. And a blank. So that's a shield and 2 damage. Down to 5. Yeah, that was a weird decision. Why wouldn't you just take Forlom out? Maybe he sees the Cartel Executioner as a bigger threat to Quickdraw because of his reroll and focus. There it is. 4 dice from from Forlom. Hit, crit, doesn't have the calculate. 1 evade, so takes the crit on Forlom, and it is a direct hit just to add insult to injury. 62 to 73. Proto takes the lead there with that kill. Forlom, I mean, I wonder if Palob should have shot first because he had the target lock there, but he's going to take a shot into the Epsilon Squadron pilot, the Epsilon Squadron Cadet, even. Not quite pilot status. Three dice, 2 focus tokens. Ooh, gonna spend 1. Probably spend the focus token he stole from the Cadet to shoot at him. Oh, but look at the netties! All evades all day. You're gonna be a pilot in no time. Don't fret. I would imagine that this is the Cartel Executioner. Yep. 2 hits, gonna use R5. Oh, he crits himself! He did it! Oh no! It's a console fire. The second one of the game. Oh, R5P8 fires back. It happens. So Tavson is down 3. He's going to trigger his ability. And coordinate to the Epsilon Squadron Cadet. Gives him a target lock. Man, Tavson is primo. I like Tavson. It's a great ability for a support ship, especially if you have things that shoot after you. He doesn't have trick shot or anything, right? No. There's a hit and a focus. Is he going to spin that target lock? He sure is. Give it a whirl. And a blank. Well, better at evading than you are shooting, but hey. Ooh, and there it is. Going to spin that focus from the Executioner. 73 to 86. Larry took the lead back after, I think that damage into the Executioner. All right, back to dials we go. Really unfortunate to see Seevor go out like that, but mistakes, they happen. Even at high levels of play. See if, and I mean, 73 to 86. Not a big difference here, but Forlom unable to get rid of that stress now that the one thing at range 1 of him is dead. I don't think he's long for this world, and he's probably lived a little bit longer than he should have. With, Larry opting to shoot the Cartel Executioner instead of Forlom. What do you do here with these these ships, do you just bump so that you can leave them here? Tavson's got to move before Scorch. He might just do a 0, actually. I think that's almost definitely what he's going to do. And I wonder if Forlom just YOLOs over the rock, bumps into him, so that he can double stress him and not take shots. Ooh, the Cadet moves into a nice kill position, just in case that happens. Mars says a 0 from Tavson wouldn't be bad, but it would turn off his ability. It's a good point, but the other option is to try and bank and then end up on the rock. Maybe you wouldn't. Be awful close. Could try and hard turn, like a 2 hard, and see if that gets you away from the rock enough. Goes for a 1 bank. Hey, guess who's a big dummy? It's me. Because he doesn't go anywhere close to that rock. There's a full mile there between Tavson and that rock. He's fine. Alright, time for these 3s to start moving. Three bank out of Palob. Oh, he's not in jamming range. That would be a nice spicy jam to take that target lock off of Forlom, but he is not in range. Goes for a target lock. Puts it on Tavson. Likes his chances better shooting into the shuttle than at the Cadet. Three bank out of the Cartel Executioner does not go anywhere. Just stares down Tavson. Forlom with a 1 bank. Oh no! This is the worst possible thing! Puts him on a rock, and at range 1 of Tavson. He can't shoot, but he can be shot. That is the end of Forlom. Takes a damage. So now he's on 1. Weird call. Maybe he thought he could have made it. Scorch does a 2 bank, gets rid of the stress. Might as well take a target lock here. Probably on the, well, the Executioner, probably not long for this world. Got 4 left. Maybe he's going to go for Palob. Yep. Sees the writing on the wall. These 2 ships, not long for this world. Tavson probably going to, he's going to put some serious hurt into the Executioner. He's got a target lock already. And now he's going to take a 5 dice attack versus a 1 evade ship who has 4 hull left. There's 3 hits already. He's going to re-roll the focus results. Oh! That's dead. There's nothing he can do. That's 5 hits. That's a focus result. Doesn't matter. Now, they're both 3s, so they will get simultaneous fire. Is that... console fire? Yeah. Rolls for console fire. Takes a hit. Alright, here's the Cartel Executioner shot back. Ooh, boy. A whole lot of nothing. He's going to reroll with his last R5P8. Gets one hit. Let's see if Tavson can do the BM. He doesn't. Takes one. Tavson uses his ability to give the Epsilon Squadron Cadet a focus, and now he's target locked and focused. Looks like Palob's going to take a shot into Tavson. He's got the target lock. 2 dice. Two hits. Wow, alright. Calls him like I sees him. And those are 2 natties. Rolls a natty evade too, though. So takes 1 on Tavson. Alright. Epsilon Squadron Cadet. Ball's in your court. Is it range 1? It is not. It's 2 dice versus 1. 1 crit. Spins the focus for hit crit. And that's it for Forlom. 73 to 142. And that crit was a hull breach. So now it's up to Palob to give Protoskull some points to take home. How much time's he got? 15 minutes. What's the damage looking like on the other side? Scorch is fine. That Cadet is fine. Tavson is 1 shield away from half, so I imagine that's what Palob's going to do, and he's already got a target lock on him. How many points is Tavson? Tavson's 62, so half points would be 31. Be 104. Imagine we'll see a 2 hard out of Palob. So we see a 2 hard out of Palob. Scorch, probably going to sloop. Easy breezy. Maybe even a sloop out of Epsilon Squadron. Tavson, 2 forward, reinforce the back. You know Palob's going to be completely in the back arc. Well, reinforce doesn't help you, right? Because if one gets through, then you're half point. So if you're really trying to protect those points, you focus. But if you're just trying to stay alive as long as possible, you probably reinforce. Scorch is the one with the target lock on Palob. Alright, Epsilon 5 forward. Okay, not interested in this fight. Makes it over that rock just fine. Goes for an evade. Ooh, look at that. Bank 3. The Dank Bank. Looks great. Is he going to take a target lock? No, he's going to reinforce the fore. I think he wants the aft. There it is. Got to protect your aft. Afternoon delight. Alright. Here comes Palob with the 2 hard. Makes sense. Does he want to boost? Maybe get that front arc? A boost would put him here. Maybe that's not. He's already got the target lock. He could jam if he's already at range 1. I don't think he is. I think a boost is not a bad idea. I mean, he'd be facing down, so maybe he wouldn't even get front arc. It'd get him closer with his side arc. Nope, goes for the jam, doesn't get it. Not a bad call. And jam is red, isn't it? Sure is. Oh, that's right. Scorch hadn't moved yet, so maybe the boost would have just put him in jeopardy here. Good call by Protoskull. Two, so 1 goes through. So that is half points on Tavson. 104 to 142. I think he tried to reach down here for a token. Messed up the arc. There we go. Too many tokens. So staying behind Tavson isn't too difficult. This is... I mean, you really got to get in here and nuke Scorch. It's a weird decision not to turn the Cadet around. So he's probably going to sloop down here. Probably a 1 bank out of Palob, relieve that stress. This is... That's Forlom. This is the Hawk. So his straight maneuvers are blue. Oh, here's the sloop. Here's the run from Tavson. Reinforces the aft. The 1 bank from Palob. Is he going to boost, or is he going... No, he's going to go after Scorch, I think. Yep. I think that's the right call. You've got your points for Tavson that you're going to get right now. This is more of a threat to address. You've got that front arc facing the right way. Can you barrel roll out? I don't think so. Barrel roll backwards. Your focus is going to get taken away. And you've already got the target lock. Yep, he reacquires the target lock. Mar's saying, don't evade. Whatever you do, don't evade. 7 minutes left. Palob's got some work to do. Needs to earn, what, 38 points? Scorch is 37. Killing Scorch. Ooh, man, that looks like it might have almost gotten out. Left and backwards. I think that's the right call. I think he tried to get as much distance as he could. Alright. Drops the stress. Gonna throw 3 dice into Palob. Nothing for Palob to steal. 1 hit. A blank and a focus. He's gonna spend the target lock to reroll those 2. A hit and 2 focus results. Palob should be able to evade this. Yeah, he's fine. Doesn't have to spend a token. So Palob, let's see if he can punish. This is a tokenless TIE Fighter. 3v3, range 2. Just barely gets an arc. Has a target lock and a focus. 2 hits. Gonna reroll the blank. 3 hits. Doesn't even need to spend his focus token. That's the big BM here. 1 evade takes 2. That's a shield and a damage, so that should be half points. That is 123 to 142. And Protoskull is closing the gap here. He's just running out of time, though. 5 minutes. He needs to get that dial down as fast as possible. Tavson's 62, but he's got 6 hull left. It would take some real doing here to wipe him off the board. That might be what Palob needs to do. That would get him 31 points. That put him at 154. I bet it's tempting to do a 1 bank with Palob, but I think that's wrong. Probably do a 2 or 3, but then you're risking taking Tavson. He's definitely coming around this rock. We could see a 2 hard out of Palob. And a boost. Which direction? Ooh, no, that arc is facing the wrong direction. Ooh, he goes onto the rock. Takes a damage. Tavson doing some of the work for Palob here. Palob shoots forward, and he's not even going to be taking damage here from Tavson, at least. Leaves the arc facing right. Is he target locking Scorch? Oh no. He does a target lock arc rotate. He's probably not monitoring points like we are. It's a lot easier for us with programs that do it for us. But it's not a bad idea from Palob to turn that arc so that he can keep Scorch from focusing, but it's just not going to get him the points he needs. And he's got under 3 minutes left here. Mars says if he kills Scorch, he can half the Epsilon Squadron. Yeah, he could try. Epsilon can run away a lot better than... Ooh, tries to barrel roll, doesn't get it. So he's just going to have to sit there and take a range 2 from Palob. There's 2 dice hit crit from Palob into Scorch, who evades 1. And that is what, panicked? stunned. So if we take a look at stunned, after you execute a maneuver, if you moved through or overlapped an obstacle, it's probably going to sloop right, or maybe we'll just run away. One minute, 48 seconds left. I think this is going to be it. Protoskull just can't score enough points in the next round to win. There's no reason for these. There's no reason for Scorch to engage. He's gonna run away. Man, if he'd shot Tavson, Tavson's at 5. If he'd done 2 damage, it would have been 3. And then he could have tried to run and shoot backwards into Tavson. If only. Yeah, Timo and Smikey's pointing out he could crit down Tavson. Yeah, with a lucky enough crit roll, he could do it. Alright, here's the 3 bank out of Epsilon. Probably realizes that he's in the lead. There's the straight 1 forward from Tavson. Goes for a focus, just in case Palob tries to let him live. The 1 bank from Palob staring down Tavson. Moves that target lock over. He's looking for that crit roll. That crunchy crit roll. Tavson's got a focus. Does he have a target lock? He does. Palob steals the focus. But Tavson's going to get 5 dice into Palob. Oh! 3 hits naturally. Gonna reroll the 2 focus results. Rolls them into a focus and a blank, so Palob's gonna live. No crits to worry about. But does he give up half points? Double focus. He's gonna spend the focus that he just got to take 1. So not getting half points on Palob. Let's see, can Palob get some sort of lucky crit roll craziness? He gets 4 dice into a 5-hull Tavson. He needs 1. He needs them to all go through and at least 1 direct hit. Ooh, 3 hits. He needs a crit here if he can get it. Gonna spend the target lock. Smikey's saying reroll 2. Timo's saying reroll 2 or 3. Yeah, he's looking at it. Smikey saying reroll all of them. Oh, he's doing it. I don't love it. There's 1 blank. Oh, there's the crit. He's gonna spend it for hit crit. Tavson still gets to roll. Doesn't have a focus. Rolls a blank. Let's see those cards. Hit. Crit is damaged engine. Can't do it. Tavson survives on 2. And that's it. GG. Oh, was the next card a direct hit? It wouldn't matter. I mean, even one direct hit would have been, would have only taken him down to one left. This blank kind of sealed it for him. Just gonna check with these guys. All right, that is it. What a game. 142 to 123. Wow. So close. Went down to the wire. Looked really bad for Protoskull there in the beginning, and then Palob just shining at the very end, getting that work done. Couldn't quite get the points he needed, but closed that gap. Thanks to everybody for playing. Thanks to everyone for watching. Till next time, this is Scott from Hexile Gaming signing off.